Emily Burnett. I am here with Pete.
Thank you, Emily. My name is Peter Hermes. I'm the Managing Director of Inventory Analytics, and I'm excited to talk to you guys today about VAuto.
Great. So we're wondering about how do we look at mix today and what is VAuto?
Great question, Emily. Today, the way we look at mix for drive time is obviously we know our core inventory and we know our core customer very well. And so we've known historically what has been selling to these customers through our kind of history of being drive time. What VAuto allows us to do is as we can started to expand our brand into salmon product and higher FICOs and such, this gives us a better understanding of what do those type of consumers want to buy. So what VAuto allows us to do is understand what those consumers are searching online, as well as what inventory is selling in the local marketplace for what price as well.
And then I'll take the microphone back here. What does this mean for our stores?
Great question, Emily. So what this means for our stores is this allows us to have a much more regional understanding for this new customer that we're looking to acquire. For what inventory do they search for online, as well as what inventory do they buy? And so for given this, we'll actually be able to have a much more targeted inventory list of what we're offering our stores. And so when the consumers are now searching online, we'll have a much more regional focus at the dealerships for these consumers.
Great. Okay, so let's say we have certain vehicles in one market and they really sell great in another. What are we going to do about getting those ones over to the next market that they actually sell in?
Thank you. Good question. So as we've been rolling out the new markets, what we have been doing behind the scenes that you guys don't have to worry about is doing some region moves. And so, for example, if we see that we need extra SUVs in Denver, for example, we would basically be sending them from Dallas up or from LA or from Vegas. So we're trying to rebalance our front line so that we have the right inventory that's more based on this regional demand in a faster process than just normally buying them and running them through our inspection center and so on.
And then how are we going to change our buying process to match with what VAuto is telling us?
So we started to introduce already with us buying to these regional mixes, but we're continuing to expand our VAuto coverage. And so we're going from having 10 markets that are on VAuto to 30 markets to up until potentially every market is covered. And so as we continue to kind of expand the depth that we have in coverage for VAuto, we'll continue to refine that regional mix as well as the pricing of that inventory to really match the consumer needs of your respective market.
And Pete, how soon will the dealerships be able to feel their mix is changing?
Yep. So you're probably starting to feel a little bit now to where you'll start to see some certain, whether it's specialty cars or trucks in certain markets starting to flow through a little bit more. But you're going to continue to see this inventory change as we continue to progress more with VAuto. So I'd say continue by month, by the rest of this year. Each kind of transportation load that's coming to your dealership will be more of a VAuto focused inventory. And so the progression is starting to happen, but it's going to continue to happen through the rest of this year.
Wonderful. And we actually have a map that shows us which regions are interested in particular vehicles, correct?
As you can see here on the map, currently we have 10 markets across the country that we are utilizing VAuto for. We're actually expanding this to 30 markets coming up here shortly, as well as we'll be continuing to expand it further and further throughout the rest of this year. So as we continue to get the better salmon mix across the country, it'll be more and more refined to the local marketplace.
All right, thanks, Pete, for introducing us to VAuto. We're super excited to get this out to you guys. And
now
you're in the know.